you can see anyways the edges, and even there you can see the white bumps basically.
You can see the outline of what's under the skin as well.
Yeah. I mean, even even
Look,
with
it's lifting up now.
see, even with no motion, that would be proof enough. That's a medical, urgent medical, you know, condition, I guess. Uh,
Well, no, not if I'm doing it myself. I mean, fuck knows how I'm supposed to carve something that complex up myself anyway, with one hand.
doesn't matter.
With all the spiky bits and everything else, I'm doing that myself.
Even if you were, so
Well,
what?
how was I? I was have to be a special effects makeup artist.
Yeah, plus that would, not to mention the paradox in trying to see like a treatment. Oh yeah, so I guess because you were to do, you were supposed to do the oh fuck, the second shot so you saw our doctor in the meantime,
I saw an online doctor,
right?
and she said there's no point
But
seeing her, so I've got another appointment to see a real one.
oh, for fuck's sake.
Um, yeah, but at least it's a real doctor, and so actually have a look.
It's not a pretend doctor like the one that got like basically most everywhere nowadays.
No, no. I mean,
But
look at that thing. It's just going in there,
the thing is,
in one hole, and it's coming out the other. It's coming out
if I
down
was
there.
working for NHS or whatever, if I was like a medical profession, I would see something like that. I would not even ask any questions. I would say that needs.
I know. I mean, even say, oh yeah, wait another week and see a doctor. They could at least give me some antibiotics.
Uh,
And it's obvious that it wouldn't hurt to give me some antiparasitics. There's only two drugs, and they could start me on that, and it might have gone by now.
on top of that, I mean, how the fuck were they able to save four people from a toxic intoxication from a chemical weapon that they obviously probably not normally trained for that. So
Yeah, yeah.
why would that happen and not something that's way more fucking a massive sign out that requires some urgent medical care? I just don't get it. It's not even the first time that happens.
No, no. No, when I went to that, the doctor sent me to A&E, and then they said to me, A&E, why have you come here? It's not an accident or an emergency.
That's true,
So
but
then they sent me to go and get the wound dressed. And but putting a bandage over it, don't stop it. Do you know what I mean? They're not getting rid of it. And I said to the girl, "Can you have a look at the lumps on my back?" And she went, looked, and I said, she went, "You got, she went, they're lumps." She said, so if you were doing that yourself, then there's no point us doing anything to it. So she was still focused on the fact that she thinks I did this myself.
it's just
But
it's.
this is going to get up and walk away because his legs are coming out. I don't like alcohol.
I'm pretty sure that breaking probably it's probably breaking there must be a code for them too. I don't mean like the
Well, they have got a duty of care, but the problem is they also want to keep their jobs. And when GP says you've done something, a nurse ain't going to go against it because she'll probably lose her job if she says he's wrong. They're frightened of him,
it's
and
just
then they'll stick together. So another doctor's probably not going to say he's wrong either. And then so without looking, they do it without looking to
but
protect
see,
themselves.
even the A and E arguments are okay. That's an easy one to tell someone, but so what? Let's imagine you you have no knowledge whatsoever in medicine. You have massive fucking gash left arm. You're gonna be thinking obviously that requires some fucking urgent medical care. That's not so going to the A&E there is quite something that someone who's got their own fucking marbles about them would do. I mean, it's not something completely far fetched or I just don't get it. They just they should shut the fuck up and just take care of that at one point. Um,
And the problem is, at 2 a.m. that they become more active. And if you shine a bright light on them, they just disappear altogether. And that's what the doctors always do. I say to them, don't shine a light on it because it'll go. So they
Obviously,
shine a light on it.
larva, the entire. I remember, I started doing some reading actually the first time before you went, you were sent to the ocean hospital. But before that, I remember one time I was reading about larva infestations and shit, and there was one article I stumbled upon where they were basically describing why they tend to like shy away from light. The entire body is a fucking light receptor. The entire structure is there for that. Um, so if they had any knowledge of what a larva is or what it does, they wouldn't try to shine any light on it. That's the first thing you would do, basically.
Mm.
And especially around London, they need to shut the fuck up because they're supposed to be in their field. They're supposed to be top notch. And I know they are, otherwise I wouldn't be fucking alive. It's just in between.
The reason I went there is because I thought it'd be on the notes that the manager at the A&E had put me in a taxi to UCLH
Yeah.
last time I went there, because the doctor there wouldn't look at it and just wrote down I was psychotic, and the manager was trying to get him to look at it because he saw it move.
But I mean, it's not as if it was fucking difficult to see anything. Uh,
Look,
without,
there's a lucky one with his head up.
I mean, even without trying to shine line on that shit.
There's nothing about these online. I've not seen anything similar online at all.
Well, maybe.
Not with these behaviours, with the spiky needles and the legs like staples.
But I remember one time, see, we're already talking about that, and I remember reading something. I sent you the link back